you're welcome to my YouTube channel. You're welcome to Victor Fashion Up with Victoria YouTube. How are you all doing? Hope you're fine. At this point I was doing think just to know the chalk to show you just to know the chalk to use for this dress. But at this point I said, well, can I come and give me safe Jerry? My ring light was not doing me any what the heck. So as you know, on the first picture we are going to be doing a palazzo trouser and the top, a simple top, and this video is also for a beginner and returning subscriber that you're still watching my video. I love you guys so much. New subscriber, you're welcome to the family. So let's just get right to today's tutorial, shall my people. So the first thing that we're going to do is measure the length of the trouser you want. Yep. So at this point I was looking for my ruler. I couldn't find ruler. I now use this small ruler as in. So at this point I started doing the you can see I took out 1.5 inch for the belt. Then from that 1.5 inch I measured from my waist to my hip, my waist to hip, then my crotch line measurement. That's the first one is for my hip and the second one is for the crotch line measurement. Yeah, then you draw a straight line just the way you're seeing it. So from that crotch line you go down by 4 inches down. Yes, you go down by 4 inches, then you chalk it down. So at this point I was checking if it's actually what I wanted or I made mistake, because you have to check this is a trouser. Yeah. So you divide your hip by 4 and add 1 inches to it. That is what I'm doing here. So when I was folding my fabric I didn't calculate well, because I want my crotch line to be 2.5. Yours may be 2 inches wider, but I want mine to be 2.5. So I'm going to adjust it now. Yes, I'm going to adjust it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Then I redo the measurement. My hip divided by 4 and I add 1 inches to it for the hip. So after that I'm going to go to my crotch line measurement. Yes, I'm going to go to my crotch line measurement. Then I will chalk. As you can see, my hip divided by 4 and I added 1 inches to it and I draw the straight line. So the hip divided by 4 and I divide it by 4 again, so it gives me 2.5. yes, it gives me, that was how I got my crotch line depth. So I'll do the same, hip divided by 4, add 1 inches to the waistline, then I'll draw a straight line here. I'll draw a straight line here, then I'll draw the curve. So for my curve to not be too in, I measured 1 inches upward, just the way you're seeing it. Then I give it a curve. Yep, I give it a curve right there. Yeah, if you're watching, you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. So at this point I measured my waist divided by 4. I added 1 inches for the dart and I added 1 inches for the allowance to sew. So from that hip I'll draw a straight line to the 1 inches allowance I did, just the way you are seeing it. So I draw it to the tightening. Yeah, I draw the shape to the tightening. Yep. So at this point you measure your thigh line, that is your hip, that is your lap measurement divided by 2. Yes, your lap measurement divided by 2, then you give it a chalk. If you want yours to be, you can be drawing that measurement to the down part till you get to the down part. That is what I do. But if you don't want it to be too big, you measure the midpoint and draft out all that. But for this I want the palazzo to be big, and at this point we are cutting it out, as you can see. So we are going to be using the front to cut out the back. Yep, I'm going to be using the front to cut out the back. Yeah. So the difference between the front and the back is that I'm going to be showing you now. So the first thing that we're going to do is add 2 inches to the side of the seam. You add 2 inches. So for the crotch line I add 2.5. I was supposed to add 3, but I add 2.5. So I draw the crotch line. Then I wish I added 3 inches, but at this point I added 2.5, but it's okay, it was okay. But next time for this my client, I'm going to be adding 3 inches. So from the new line I go back to the 2 inches I was doing. Yes, for that a lap I went back to 2 inches. It was only the crotch line that I did 2.5 inch. You can do 2 inches for yours, you can do 3 inches, you can do 2.5 inch, anyone you want. So I draw it down to the length that you can see. So for the upper part, you go up by 2 inches. Yes, you go up by 2 inches upward. Go up by 2 inches and draw a straight line, just the way I'm doing it. So because we are not using elastic, I'm going to be measuring what is in the front, then I'll place it in the back too. So, and I will now draw my chalk straight to the waist where I draw, where if your front is 11 inches, you measure 11 inches and do it. Then you now use your chalk to chalk it to where the 11 inches reach. That is how you do it. If you are not using elastic, you want to use zip, that is how you're gonna do it. Yeah, I hope you're understanding, and that is all for the back. We are going to be cutting it out now. Please guys, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Why are you guys not commenting? You're watching, you're not even commenting, just for me to know if the tutorial is okay or I need to adjust on some things. Please make sure you're commenting. Make sure you let me know what is going on. Are you learning from it? Did I do something? Make sure you like, give us a thumbs up, please. Guys, if you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. So at this one, we are going to the top measurement. We are cutting the back first. The first thing I did was to measure the length of what I want. Then I measured the shoulder. Sorry guys, I measured the shoulder line from the armhole line, that is 8, that we can also call chest line. The armhole line, then I measure the waistline and I measure the length I want to use. The first one is the starting point, the second one is the shoulder point, the armhole point, then the third one is the waist, and the fourth one is the length you want to use. Then you go to the zipper part. You can use 1.5 inch, you can use 2 inches, anyone you want, you can use it. So at this point I used 2 inches. Then I went to the shoulder line. I divide my back by 2 and I added 1 inch, half inches to it. For me it is 8 inches. Yes, 8 inches. Then I draw a straight line. So for the neckline that I'm going to be using for this dress is 3 by 1.5 inch for the back. Yeah, 3 by 1.5 inch for the back. You can use 3 by 2, anyone you want. Then go down for the slope. You go down for the slope measurement just the way you're seeing it. So from that slope to, you divide your shoulder by 2, your armhole by 2, sorry. You divide your armhole by 2, then go in by half inch. Yeah, go in by half inch and draw your armhole just the way I'm doing it. So the next thing is divide your bust by 4. Yeah, divide your bust by 4 and add 2 inches to it, because this dress does not have a dart. Yep, divide your waist by 4 and add 2 inches to it. So you draw your armhole from there. You draw your armhole just the way I'm doing it right now. You can use your curve ruler or you use your hand methods just the way I'm doing it. So if you want yours to be very free, you can just draw from that hip to down. But I want my dress to have shape, so I measure my waistline and I added 2 inches too. And I measure my hip line for the down part and I added 2 inches, just the way you're saying it. I just wanted the dress to have a shape, the waist, as in you get all those kind of shape. Yes, that is what I wanted. So we are done with the we are done with the back part, so we are going to cut it out now, and we're going to be using this back to cut out the front. Yep, we're going to be using this back to cut out the front. If you have any question to ask, you can comment. Please, when you watch the video, give us a thumbs up so more people will see. So at this point, I was cutting out the back, the front. I've already cut it out, finished. So the only difference is when you're cutting the front, you take away that zipper part. Then for the front, I used 3x3. Yes, because she wanted it to be up. I used 3x3. So if you have any question, you can comment down below and let me know any question you want. If you have any tutorial you want us to do, you let me know and comment down below. Please, if you are watching the video, make sure you comment on the video. It's all free. Subscribe, please, guys, so my video will get to more people. Please subscribe, comment, like, give us a thumbs up. Sorry. So at this point, I was cutting the sleeve because I want the sleeve to be puffy. It's just normal sleeve, but I want it to be big, so I cut it with a wash. Yeah, this is the sleeve that I'm going to be using because I'm going to be putting stay inside to make it stand and very nice. Yeah, I want it to be big. Yep. This is this, as you can see, is very big. So this is the lining I'm going to be using. This is the stay, this is the skin net. So let's get started. So I was cutting the lining for the sleeve. I first of all cut the lining for the sleeve because that's very important. So after that, I start cutting the lining for the so this is the pocket for the front. Yeah, this is the pocket for the front. I started cutting the lining for the front and back. So let's start the sewing. Yeah, the sewing tutorial is now here. So the first thing that we're going to do is, this is a pocket. So a lot of people have been asking me how I do my pocket. So this is one of the method I use this method too. So you cut out a four corner out materials like this. Yeah, I have a lot of method I used to do my pocket, but this is one of it. I don't think I've done any video on any pocket before, but this, you can use this. So right now we keep the upper part. We are going to the trouser. So you sew the crotch line trouser. Then for the back, I'm going to be putting the zip in the back. So you sew the back and make sure you leave the zipper part. So for the pocket, we are coming back because I think I did some explanation on how to do the pocket. So at this point, I was done. It's already night already. I did night for this clothes. So I already sew it finished because I was sewing another outfit. I had to be doing everything together. So this is the back. I use pin to hold the zipper part, and I sew the down part. Yep, so we put the back aside to go to the pocket. So please pay attention to this pocket. So this is the four corner I sew. Then you now do right side facing each other, right side facing each other. Yep, when you do right side facing each other, you turn it and go and sew. Make sure the length is the same thing, just the way I'm arranging it. Then you now sew it round, just the way my hand went. You sew, you notch and top stitch it. Yeah, right now I've already sew it, so I cut this place out. Then when you cut it out, you notch it out, just the way I'm doing it. You notch, you notch, you notch, you notch. You now take it to your machine and top stitch it to the pocket side. Yeah, to the pocket side. Because I could not do it, I have to explain to you guys how to. So after top stitch, you turn it inside. Yeah, you turn it to the left side, just the way I do it. Then you now turn it like this. You turn it, just the way I'm doing it. Yeah, you turn it, you can see. When you now turn it, you sew this, you sew the this upper part down. You make sure that the 3 inches we remove will be back. You sew the upper part, then you sew the side and sew the inside too. So that's how you do, that's how I do this pocket. You sew this inside too, then you sew it down. That is all for this pocket. Very simple and easy to make. So I'll do the same thing to the other side. At this point I was done with the pocket. As you can see, it's standing well, looking kinky, looking beautiful. Like I told you guys, I have different methods to do a pocket. This is part of it. So you give it a good press. Yeah, trouser need pressing. So this is one of the method I use for trouser, and it has been working, and you can actually use it. So at this point we are going to do the dart for the back. I've already do the dart for the front. After the dart for the back, we are going to sew the side. The 1 inches in the side. You sew the side and you sew 1 inches in the side and 1 inches in the other side, and you now sew the crotch depth to the other side and sew the other side. Now we are almost done with the trouser. So now we are going to the band side. Yep, we are going to the band. So you will measure the round side of your trouser. You measure the round side just the way I'm doing it. Then you get the measurement and do your band measurement. Put your stay. I put stay inside. Then you sew one side. You first of all sew one side. You sew one side to the other side. Then you use the other side to cover it up. So that is all. And you sew the down part and put your zip in the back or in the side, whatever you want. So I'm done. I've not joined the down part, but you can join it. So this is the zip. I put the zip. I'm done with the trouser. Like, it's okay. So let's go to the top side. Yeah, let's go to the top. So for the top, you're going to be sewing the top now. Like I told you guys, the lining part, I don't know if I've told you guys, the lining part is optional. I just want to put lining on my own. It's an optional something. So you can decide not to put lining and sew it like that. First thing you also do is sew this down part and use the down part to sew. Then you sew the neckline, notch it, stop stitch, and sew this side. We are going to do the same thing to the back. Then we do it for the front too. You sew the down part. You sew the down part. So for the front, the lining was not enough, so I had to use the fabric to cut half of the lining. Then you sew it, you notch it and sew it. You're gonna see what I'm trying to say, that I use the half lining. So I'm done joining. As you can see, this is the front. Look at what I'm trying to say. So I used this down part for the lining and the upper part for the fabric. So this is the back. The next thing that we're going to do is give it a good press. Yep, your iron it should be neat. Yep, your work has to be neat. So after ironing, I'm going to put zip in the back side of the top. So I'm done putting the zip. Then the next thing is joining the front and the back together. We join the front and the back together. You use your back to join the front and sew it. You do the same thing to the other side. You use your back to turn it just the way you're seeing it. Then you sew it. Then you sew the side with 1 inches and sew the side with 1 inches. So I'm done. Then after that, you give it a good press. Yes, you iron it. As you can see, it's already giving. So now let's go to the top, to the sleeve. Let's go to the sleeve. I'm going to be using stay to do the sleeve, then iron the stay for this. As you can see what I'm doing here, I'm done ironing the stay. So the first thing that we're going to do is join the lining to the upper part. Join the lining. You sew the side, sew the other side, and turn it to the right side. You turn it to the right side. You do the same thing to the other side. to the second sleeve. So I'm done joining. Then after joining it, I turn it to the left side. Then I sew the down part and the upper part down. Yep, just the way. So now I want to use skin knit. So I notch the midpoint. I notch the midpoint of the sleeve. Then I turn it again to the fourth time. Then I notch it again. Yes, I notch it. So I'll do the same thing to the other side to notch the other side to notch the second sleeve too. So this is the net that I'm going to be using. So you can use the color of your net. I notch the midpoint of then I turn it into 4-2, then I notch the side. So after that, we are going to be doing the gathers to the dress, as in to the net. You join like you do gathers to all the notch that we have done. We do the same thing to the sleeve. So I'm done with it. Then you fold it. You can weave the inside. I've not weaved mine. You fold it and sew this side and do the same thing to the other side. Then join it to your fabric. Yep, that is all for this tutorial. I hope you learn. Thank you so much for watching till now. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you tell me, comment down below. Thank you guys. See you in my next video. Bye.